All right, hey there, Covert. It's Altair, Sip, and Tux again. Back to you with the STNN, but today we're gonna have a little bit of a different format that we want to introduce you to. We're gonna introduce you to our interviews. We're gonna have, one-on-one, three-on-one, three-on-two sort of interviews where we just like ask them questions about the state of the Covert and their opinions right now. That's pretty much it. So, we'll see you in the interviews. Bye. Bye. We're gonna move on to a group interview. Let's welcome Dom and Jay.
So, got a quick question. Jay, about being on council, what are your thoughts about being on council so far?
I think it's really nice to be able to like contribute more to the community, because I do love the Covert a lot, and it's great. And it's great to have like more input on stuff.
Do you have any plans mocked up for your time on council?
I have been trying to plan to get more event hosts, make sure that activity stays up. Also, we have been talking recently about some MOS changes. I'm excited to see what we implement and what we like fully decide on. So,
We've talked about how different event hosts and just people who want to be event hosts have been wanting to make more events all around and contribute more to the Covert.
I was just gonna ask, as like prevalent event hosts, you both host like a good bit. You're very active, and a lot of people really enjoy your events. How do you feel about like the current climate of just events as a whole? Because we've been sort of talking about like how people are wanting to introduce new events, and recently there was sort of not too many combat events, and then that sort of made a comeback. So what's your thoughts on that?
Do you want to answer that, or you want me?
No, you answer.
All right. Well, I think we could probably use more like a variety of events, because right now a lot of the main events have just been the socials, game nights, and combats. I've been thinking like maybe even though it's still games, maybe hosting different types of games, like not just VR chat, but like we could play different games as the Covert. Or karaoke nights just started popping up too. That's a good idea. More different, like just a different variety of events instead of keeping it the same. That's a good idea. I like that. So that's
I
what I've been
remember
trying to
I
look
always
into.
wanted to like implement like very easy access games for people. Like you could play Roblox even on VR, stuff like that. Or even like who remembers the Minecraft server? I believe Jay does,
Oh,
and
the
I believe
Minecraft
Tux
server.
does.
Yeah,
That needs to come back.
that was definitely fun.
I offered to help fund it, but I think it was just an issue they didn't want to do it anymore. Didn't even want to hand it off to someone. So it is what it is.
That could be
Yeah.
a good
Coach, do you
idea
have
to try and bring
anything
that back
you
as
wanna add
well.
on?
I do. I'm curious, Dom. What are your thoughts on like being guildsman or bondsman? Sorry, my fault.
Well, it's a pretty simple job, It's just like when people do their turn-ins, you pay them. It's just trying to keep like, the economy going, and then it's pretty simple. It's I just I started it back like when I first joined. That was my first job, so I was kind of getting into it, and it's pretty easy to get the hang of. All you do is really pay people when it comes to the events, bounties, all that stuff, or different tournaments, all that. But I don't know. It's not bad. It's fun. I enjoy it. So.
Are you
good,
maybe
that's good.
hoping like? We don't really hear too much from the guild anymore. It is sort of just like we've recently had like the new Beskar reintegration stuff.
Yeah.
Are you wanting maybe more out of the economy? Are you like is the guild planning more stuff like that? We've
Well,
seen some of that in
yeah.
suggestions as well.
So yeah, I know currently the guild is planning more to add on to even the bot itself. Like we're looking into adding more like features to it, different games, more like less restrictions when it comes to like mining and the Pazak and stuff like that. We've been looking into that, working on that as well. So I don't know exactly all the details on that, like when it will be and stuff, but we are working on new updates for that stuff. And I have been in talks with Typhoon, since he's like the guild master and all, about like trying to figure out different stuff for like the economy and how we can expand upon the use of Beskar and credits and how that works.
Nice, nice.
Uh,
Anything you guys want to add?
There was one other thing I was gonna sort of bounce to, but if you want to go first, you can.
no, you can go first. I already took your turn earlier. I got a cough,
Jay,
though.
we
Can I
already sort
cough?
of. Yeah. Anywho,
God, are you okay?
Getting all that shit in your helmet.
Yeah.
Yeah, and lick it up.
Ooh.
I like it. I
Sorry,
like
go
it
ahead.
slimy inside. Makes it feel slick.
What?
Oh, that sounds wrong. That sounds wrong. Never mind.
Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Alton.
Oh my gosh.
Continuing on, we sort of already glossed over council. How are you feeling? Moving with the new council applications. Obviously, those are probably gonna close sometime coming up. How are you feeling about all that?
I'm feeling pretty great about it. I have my eye on a certain applicant, but like other applicants, even then, even if I don't think they're gonna get into council, they have some great ideas, which I still hope we can kind of implement in some sort of way. And obviously, we would like maybe to like give them like spots as event host. Maybe someone could get on dev team, or mods, like a bunch of stuff. Maybe media team even. Like, I really liked applicants. There's a lot of applicants this round, like this time. Don't know how many there were last time, obviously, but I think everyone had like really great applications. To be fair.
Yeah, I think like council has been sort of divisive for a while because we sort of saw in the community people were sort of not feeling the greatest, but now we're seeing more people come on, more people that are really well liked by the community, like you. You're a really prevalent event host, and I think the future is probably hopeful for the covert and the council and just the climate of the entire server.
I do have something to add on. Not to that, but I do want to ask you guys some stuff, since I know both of you guys are part of Besla, right? Not Besla, sorry. Draw. Fall.
Yeah.
What are you guys' thoughts on the activity of Draw and the amount of people that have been around that have been in Draw?
Personally, I've been in Draw for like quite a while, and when I joined, it was like slightly active at the beginning when I joined, and then it low-key like died. I kept like hosting and stuff. I kept like recruiting, and it was so more alive again, and I'm really proud of that. I'm really proud to see of like how we've grown in numbers, and I would like to make it more active again. I've been planning to host more stuff for it. I've been trying to host when I can. It's just I've been busy, so I haven't had the chance, but I'd hope to get more event hosts in Draw soon. And I think it's a very comfortable clan to be in as well. It's just very nice.
Yeah. I'm
Speaking
excited to
on-
see more of the social clan.
Speaking on, I'm in Durrell personally. I mean, you can tell, but
Yeah.
I've been wanting to get event host and help out with it some too. I think it's a nice clan. I feel like it's full of nice people. But I do have a question though. Where do we necessarily stand? Like, what's our plan in the covert? Do we have a plan, or do you think we're just good where we are? Like, do we want to expand?
I think we
do
are
we wanna...
good. I do know Boo has said in the past that they would be very nice to and become independent from that at some point, and I'm really excited to try and make that happen and help Boo with that. Because I really love Draw, and I would really love to see it grow bigger. Maybe House Draw one day, guys.
Wait, become independent from
Yeah,
House
from
Fenry or the
Besla.
covert?
Independent from House Fenrir, not the Covert.
I could see
I think the
that.
Covert's a nice space for us.
I necessarily don't
House
think
Fenry
Fenry
has
is
sort of died
bad.
out.
I mean, I got my Fenry guy over here. It's just House Fenry isn't exactly what he used to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, House Fenry has kind of died. But at some point, if House Draw ever gets an opportunity for clans to join a House Draw, maybe Besla might make a comeback, possibly.
Ooh.
I sort of have maybe one final question, and then maybe you guys have some thoughts, and then we can probably like close up.
Yeah.
You're both event hosts. You're a council member. You're really high up in Clan Draw. I assume you also help out with Draw stuff. Do you have any advice for people who maybe like struggle to balance it all? I mean, like especially you, Jay. You have a whole bunch of jobs you're doing in the covert. Is it ever a struggle to balance it all, especially with real life on the side?
I mean, I definitely struggled at some point, like balancing it. Recently I've had a lot like less to do in real life, so I have been able to focus a bit more on the covert, and I appreciate that time. But I also make sure to give myself time to myself and to just like relax, hang out with my friends. I think it's really important not to like overwork yourself, even if it's with something you love, like the covert. So it's hard to find that balance, but you just gotta figure it out, really.
Yeah, me and
I think
Tux,
I think that's a really good sentiment.
me and Tux have been working ourselves real hard on avatars and media team and all that recently, and honestly, I can't wait for the 17th so that we can play the new season of Battlefield.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Comes out tomorrow, by the way.
Yeah.
Also, I'm excited to see how all the council members can collaborate with Dev Team whenever Dev Team comes alive again. Me and Sip are hopefully going to be a part of that, hopefully making more worlds and,
Yeah.
you know, helping out the community with avatars.
We are part of the
I
dev
hope so
team
too.
now.
You
At
guys
least,
are
at
great
least
creators.
what Bragg wants. Thank you.
Yeah.
I
You're someone with
really,
a role, yeah.
you know, this might be. I kind of want to talk about the idea of like verified creators being able to sponsor our thing for us to like, you know, kind of show off their stuff
yeah.
on this.
That's a good point. Yeah, you should bring that up.
And I was kind of wondering maybe we could get some outside perspective on that over here.
We sort of mentioned it already earlier, but our kind of next big plan to sort of like bring in Beskar and stuff and have something for people to spend on is we want to like have maybe verified creators like pay us Beskar and we'll treat it as like a sponsored segment. So at the beginning of certain episodes and stuff, we'll be like, hey, yada yada verified creator sponsored this episode. Please go check them out. Like,
I mean,
yeah.
you know, you can call me greedy, but I mean, I'd also like, you know, we could do a 33-33-33 split of some real money. If, like, they want to put in real money. Hey, I'm not saying anything. But hey, look at me.
Maybe 300?
I'm the type of guy for money.
Your money.
I'm not trying to be greedy. Alright, anyway.
Alrighty, well, thank you both for coming on. I think this is probably where we need to close off so we don't go over time. We really appreciate you answering our questions.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Yeah, thank you.
Alright, everybody, this is gonna be our next interview. We want to welcome on Ranger the Owl and Minxie is Chill. Ranger is the owner of Clan Reed, a new and up and coming clan, and Minxie is his second in command. He's also our newest member of the media team.
And moving on from the media team, I believe Tux had some questions about your clan.
Yeah. So with you guys coming, like, you know, being up and coming, what are your thoughts on, like, recruiting? Like, how's that been going for you?
Oh, so with recruiting, we've been going around worlds, I believe, with, like just fetching up foundlings, and then as soon as they join the covert, we get them to join the clan. We've got like a couple members that we've managed to get from like holobar instances and stuff. If you've ever met Ant, I think he's planning on leaving soon though, unfortunately. That's going pretty well. We're gonna be doing a recruitment event on Tuesday, where we're just gonna be going around getting players to try and join the covert and try and join our clan. Because we're kind of running low on members right now.
Okay.
Just like sort of bouncing off of that, how do you feel as a new clan in the covert trying to up and come with all these sort of older clans that are maybe more established?
Well, it's definitely a new experience, but it's nothing I haven't dealt with before, considering I have had a lot of experience in, for example, Clan Deathwatch. Everyone knows them, you know, they're even in the official show. It is a little bit stressful at times trying to get activity up, since like a lot of members just don't show up to events. But like besides that, it's going pretty well. I'm enjoying myself, and with Minxie here, it's making it a lot easier.
Nice. What about you, Minxie? What are your thoughts on the clan so far?
I think the clan is, it's very good, and I think.
Alrighty,
It's a reasonable response.
Sip, do you have any thoughts? You've been sort of quiet.
I was kind of wondering. I've seen like certain, like I remember a channel was made just called Claim Read, but it was like everyone had access to it, and it was like this is where you join Claim Read or something. I was kind of curious. Do you know about that?
Yeah,
I thought it was a bit
actually,
funny.
So Yeah. Oh, it was funny. There was a bug with the channel where it was just showing up for everyone and everyone could see it. And we only realized this like a day after the clan was made, so everyone could see the channel for like 2 days. Luckily it's been fixed now, so hopefully
Yeah.
nothing like that'll happen again.
I didn't want to talk in it because I got scared that I'd get in trouble because if it's some channel that's a bug and I'm not supposed to talk into it, I've noticed people get in trouble for stuff like that. So I'd rather just not at a safety. And moving on, like, what's your plan for the covert? Like, not just your clan, but like both of you in general. What's your goal necessarily, including the clan, but not bound to it?
Yeah. I get you. So, if we're talking about the COVID specifically, I'd love to implement new event types. So, one thing that I'm going to be testing out soon is talent shows. Just like a fun, silly little thing for everyone to enjoy, to see how it goes. If it goes bad, scrap it. But if it goes good, I might start doing that a bit more. Also, I want to bring out like art competitions and stuff. That would be like really fun. And then like with my clan specifically, I don't have any like solid plans, but I'd like to get some more avatars done first and then start thinking about the future of our clan.
That's actually in our pilot episode, these two actually glossed over that a little bit. Like event hosts maybe bringing new event types. I feel like the covert sees a lot of like consistency, but it's also kind of samey. We see a lot of the same events, combat, socials. So I think new event types is definitely going to help activity.
I agree. Yeah. Do you have anything to add on?
So I was thinking, I've always had a lot of ideas for new types of events, and I've always wanted to bring them to Bondsman. So I would suggest, like, if you have any ideas or events, bring them to the Bondsman. Like I said in the pilot episode, they are greedy people and they can find a way to capitalize anything, but I mean that in a good way. I know y'all are watching, and come on, I'm meaning this in a nice way. Okay? So don't get all mad at me.
Recently we've seen in suggestions like people talking about like wanting more out of the economy. So event types that'll like help you get more money flowing, that'll definitely make it a lot better. I did have one last question. So we're obviously biased since like we're reviving the media team, but
yeah.
If you had like anything you wanted to say about that would also be interesting. I don't know. Just like maybe why you wanted to join the media team, or maybe what you want to hope to accomplish like with us in this new project that we're doing.
Well, currently I'm hoping that like we can all work together to create some really cool projects. Like for example, what we're doing right now, I think this is pretty cool. I think the media team needs some improvement. So obviously, mainly just because like we haven't really been active, have we? Well,
it's been very dead.
Yeah, I get you. But then also, sorry, my brain's gone blank. But also, we need like how would I explain it? We need like more news, if that makes sense. So I'm liking this because you can get more news out there. But we also need to start doing like the Mando of the Month and stuff more often. Because currently we're doing Mando of the Month once a year. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Oh yeah, Mando of the Month will be starting
up
up in March, by the way.
Yeah.
Sorry to cut you off.
No. It's okay.
Do you two have anything else we really want to add, or do we want to try and close up and get to the next interview?
All right, so I got a question.
Mhm.
So, why are you blue? I don't like blue people.
You're
blue.
also blue.
Yo,
You're also blue.
I am?
Yeah.
You're currently blue.
Yeah, why are you blue?
Well, why did you guys choose the wrong
Well, I
You
had
know,
no decision
actually,
making.
I think
I
this
didn't-
might be a good time for us to end off. We'll catch you guys sometimes later.
Yeah.
We can get another question in. I think
Yeah.
we're gonna be moving to our next interview. See you there.
Thank you.
All right, bye.
Alrighty, moving on from that lively interview from the members of Clan Reed, we're gonna move on to an interview from Fearless. This will be our final interview of the day. I wanted to start us off with one specific question because we've been sort of talking about the climate of the covert a lot today. Fearless, as a longtime member of the covert, you've been around for a while. You've been around the block. Like, people know you. You're pretty known in the community. How do you feel about the covert right now?
I mean, the covert's been doing fairly well. It's gotten fairly active, and I see great things coming from it. But the one thing I do want more out of it is more clans, and a lot more members of those clans that already exist. Because I've seen a few clans live on and die out, but I just want more to come to the table and maybe expand the covert a bit more. I want to hit 3K members. All right, we need to hit that number,
Yeah.
and I see it in the foreseeable future.
My personal opinion, 3K is a really large number when it comes to servers, especially like, RP community servers like this one. But I don't think it's necessarily impossible, but I think there's kind of a equation of how many members are even going to be active out of that 3K members.
Yeah,
To be
right
fair,
now we
though,
sort of
to be
have
fair.
quantity over quality.
Yeah.
To be fair, by the way, since summer break is coming up, you never know whenever people could get a headset and become more active.
True. I've noticed we had a lot of activity on winter break. We had a lot of activity on,
Yeah.
Really, this entire weekend, not gonna lie, because
Yeah.
especially from a lot of Americans since President's Day.
Mm-hmm.
It's a 3-day weekend.
You got
But
anything to
I
say,
do have a
Tux?
question. Yeah, I do got a question. What are your thoughts on the moderation team and how active they've been?
So, the activity part. One thing that is very unfortunate is that a lot of the main moderators have been fairly inactive. Although that could differ with mainly Typhoon. Typhoon is fairly active, but he has a job. So people have lives, and obviously you can't just moderate all day like me. I try to be active here and there, but sometimes life catches up and kind of kicks you down a little bit. So activity has been a little poo. I'm gonna be honest. It's been a bit poo, but
Yeah.
I do see good things coming from it at some point. It just needs to boost that activity. Moderation is good. It's just activity.
I
This
think,
Discord LARP
there's
stuff
sort
gets
of-
serious.
Yeah,
It
there's
does,
honestly
I'm glad.
there's sort of a stigma to Discord moderation because the big thing that people want to avoid is becoming a Discord mod. A neckbeard, someone who wears a fedora. That's
Yeah.
I think there's just sort of a stigma around it.
Like
and
Tux.
That might be limiting activity. Yeah.
Like
Tux.
me.
He's like, oh, my big fat belly, I'm talking to my e-kitten right now.
Yeah, he calls us kitten off air. Yeah.
No.
He calls me Pookie. He scares me sometimes.
This is not true. This is not
So
true. This
Discord
character
mod's a Pookie
assassination.
Pal?
The one who
Anyway,
owns
moving
the
on.
server. Is
Are
that
you his
worse?
kitten? Are you his kitten?
No. Fearless. I do have a very specific question. So, right now you're wearing your custom. You're normally out of uniform. How do you feel about all the times that people have just stolen your custom from Prismix and wear it
True.
around you?
It's kind of unfortunate because it's a custom. It was made for me, and seeing other people wear it makes me kind of sad because it's a good custom. But having it just worn around me like that, it makes me not want to wear my custom. Thus, that's why I'm usually not in armor a lot of the time. But the times that I do, the times that I am in my armor, I don't really care if people have it or anything. I just enjoy seeing my armor. It was perfectly made for me, but just sometimes it gets kind of sad to see someone else wearing it that I've never seen before.
And it gets kind of
But other than
gentrified,
that- Yeah, it just seems like a normal appearance because someone could just equip it and it's there. You know.
But like, you know, big thing about the armor is it being unique. More people have it, the less unique it is. I see
Yeah.
your complaint. That's why almost none of my avatars that are made for me are public. All my avatars, really.
Yeah, I had Tux upload this new custom to my account because I didn't want any of that happening, and I had Bragg do that with my original.
I personally don't have any issues with any of my I have issues with my avatars going into Prismix only if they're customs, but I make a lot of public avatars too, which all of them are customizable too, which is pretty cool. Just not a lot of people wear them anymore, which is unfortunate.
So
That's
we've
okay.
we've been over mod team, we've just been over avatars, we've been over the state of the covert. Is there anything else we want to sort of bring up before we get close to
Draw.
closing?
Drow. You're second in command of Drow, am I correct?
That is true.
And I'm part of Drow, of course, so. But, opinions on, like, Drow's current state.
The unfortunate thing is that Draw is kind of dead right now. But there is a plan. There is a plan. We do plan to increase activity. When the owner of the clan, Bugu, is a bit more active, hopefully we will start to pick up a bit more events in the clan, and maybe even pick up a few new active members. There's been a few new active members. I've seen a couple of them around, but it's still not as lively as it was when it first came out. It was like half of the covert was in like events were Draw when Draw came out. But it's kind of died down now, and it's kind of unfortunate to see that. But I do see more members coming in, and I pray that it stays like that.
No,
I do
just
think
to
it
bring up
is-
Draw as members. My fault.
I do think it is known as,
Um,
like, the most friendly clan in the covert.
Yeah, probably the most social clan. There is one person I want to talk about. I forget what her name is, but it's the most she's one of the most active people in Draw that I've been seeing, other than Jay. You know, I've been seeing Jay and Dom. But, you know,
Adkins.
they're
Is that who you're referring
you know,
to?
Adkins. Adkins. I don't know what rank she is, but you know, she's been very active from what I've seen. So it's nice to see that there's a new person that is in Draw. You know,
And you know,
Zillitrek, by the
is-
way,
Yeah.
is very active right now.
We might want to get an interview with
congrats to them.
Frederick soon.
That would be
That's
nice.
a good pick. That's a good pick.
So Frederick, if you see
Um,
this, just let us know. You know, my DMs are open.
My
Since some of the
DMs are
other
open too. This was
interviews-
my idea, pal. My idea. I'm a narcissist. I get all the credit.
Since some of the other interviews ran longer, I think we might need to sort of cut it here so we don't run over time. But we've really appreciated you being on, Fearless. Like you're a good friend to all of us. You're a good member of the community, and it's been really good to talk to you.
Thank you for having me, guys. It was actually really fun doing this. I was a bit nervous. I'll be real.
Never be
That is
nervous.
fair,
It's
that
just,
is fair.
but
This is
90%
going
of
to
this
all
is
this
just
over.
banter. Anyway,
All right. Thank you for watching. Those were our interviews. That's gonna be pretty much it for the day. Please let us know if you enjoyed it. We're hoping that introducing more people from the community will really help it. So, have a great day.